Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, another one because it's been a long time since I did my last one and of course life changes. So I want to update you guys on what I'm doing and also so you guys get to know me a bit more. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Also whilst I simultaneously oil my hair because since I coloured it, it's just so dry. So I thought I'd do that whilst I'm answering questions. No time for nonsense, let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first question is, what am I actually doing this year? So for those that don't know, I used to go to uni. I was in uni, then I dropped out. So I haven't been to uni in like 2 years it's gonna be. So what I'm doing right now is just working. I'm just working because I feel like I need to grab this opportunity whilst it's here, because with my industry, like modeling, etc., it's very current right now. So if it's here, I need to just literally take it and do with it what I can whilst it's here. So yeah, uni is always going to be there, and it took me a while to realize that. But if I want to go back later on, I can always just go back. There's no shame in that at all. There's not like a deadline you need to go to uni by. I'm enjoying the whole process of like working. It's very different doing it full time than doing it like bits and bobs, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just out here working. Right, so we've got a COVID question. Someone asked, was I vaccinated when I actually got COVID? Because I got COVID like beginning of July. But the answer is no, I wasn't vaccinated. Also, this is the oil I'm using. I love her brand so much. I love this oil. I'm just using it as like an overnight treatment because I've got a shoot tomorrow. So I want my hair to look its best because I'm redoing my whole book because I've dyed my hair. So I want to like have a fresh start, have my images looking fire. So yeah, I'm just gonna sleep with this one and then wash it out tomorrow. Okay, so my least favorite question to be asked. I think my least favorites are probably the ones that are like really repetitive, like where you from, how old are you, da 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 da. I've answered those so many times. So it's not really about the question, it's just how often it gets asked. It's kind of like repetitive. How do I find my personal style? So I don't think I have like a particular style. Like there's not one kind of fashion that I usually wear. I usually go between like black chic, kind of like YSL vibes, to streetwear. Like I'm really getting into trainers right now. If I'm like struggling with like a piece of clothing, like I've got a jumper that I really can't style, I can't imagine wearing it at all, but I really like the jumper, then I will just go on Pinterest. It really doesn't get like the acknowledgement that it deserves. It's just such a good app for inspiration, like manifesting, creating your mood boards, all of those kind of things. I just love it so much. So that's usually what I just do for if I need help with like an item. But my actual personal style, it took me a while to actually get comfortable with it because I like stuff that other people didn't used to like and I never used to wear it. But now I don't really care, and yeah, it's just like, it's your clothes, just wear what you want. I'm not really into like the Y2K fashion, but if that's what people want to wear, like it's their clothes, do you know what I mean? How do you edit your pictures? So I never like Facetune or anything unless it's to remove something in the background that's like really disturbing the picture, like a person. But what I usually do is I usually just edit it on the actual photo app, like on the iPhone. I usually just do that, or I use Snapseed. Snapseed is really good for like correcting like brightness and stuff. I don't really like Lightroom. I think it's just really confusing to use. YouTubers I would like to collaborate with. I have a list that I love watching, and I mean I would love to collaborate with them. I'll include them on screen so you guys can watch them. I just don't know how to navigate YouTube, and like how do I reach out to other YouTubers, do you know what I mean? Like Instagram is pretty straightforward and easy, you can just DM them, but YouTube is like a whole different world that I'm still trying to navigate. Once I figure that out, I'll definitely like reach out to them. I mean, some of them are in America, so if I ever go to America, I'll do it then. But yeah, I have so many people that I would love to work with. How do I stay away from toxic beauty standards nowadays? Do you know what? I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day. So I am on both sides of this whole like beauty world. So I'm a model, but I'm also an influencer and also a consumer. So I see a bit of everything. And my social media, I like to be very skin positive. I like to show the real me, like all of that good stuff. But then when I'm modeling, I don't have control over that. So many times, countless times, where I've done campaigns and they've edited my face, photoshopped my spots, and I can't really do much about that. So I, at the same time, am adding to the problem by being the picture that people compare themselves to. But then at the same time, I'm on Instagram trying to fix those beauty standards. So it's like, it's really just like counterproductive. So yeah, I'm very aware of that, and I do try and have a say as much as I can, like when they're doing my makeup and stuff. But at the end of the day, I am like a canvas, and they basically, it's their vision, so I just have to play along, really. This next question kind of follows on from that, and it is, has my skin ever got in the way of getting bookings? And the answer is yes, of course. I've had so many jobs turned away because of my skin. I'm talking not only like modeling jobs, but Instagram jobs as well. I've also done a video on my Instagram about how it feels to like work with brands and stuff whilst my skin isn't the greatest or in the greatest condition. Like I've had feedback saying my skin looks dirty and etc, etc, I need to wash it. So yeah, it doesn't really get to me anymore. When you know that you're trying to restore your skin and you get these comments saying your skin is dirty, it's kind of like, it's not the nicest thing to hear. But in this world you need thick skin, and I'm okay with it. I don't really get those comments anymore because my skin has improved, but I did for a while, and it was very discouraging. This is a very popular question because I talk about it a little bit on my Instagram, and it is, what supplements do I take for my hormones and my skin? And the reason why I haven't answered this question is because it is literally your health. I don't want to be giving out health medicine. It's a supplement, but it's still like affecting your body. I don't really want to give out something that alters your hormones. I will always suggest you going to your doctor and asking them what they think is best, or like going to someone that specializes in this. Yeah, I don't want to put anyone in danger, or like, because everyone always wants like the quickest fix now, don't they? Like with skincare, with everything. But sometimes you need to think about how it could go wrong. So I don't want to put someone in danger and give them that information, which is why I haven't shared it. Just do your research, and like talk to people, talk to professionals, and hopefully they can help you. But I just don't feel comfortable sharing that, and I hope you guys like understand and respect that, because I just, yeah, it's just quite personal. What is my favorite non-physical thing about myself? So I really like, I've always said how careless I am, or selfless, sorry, not careless. Yeah, how selfless I am. I always put others before myself, and sometimes that is a negative because the wrong people can take advantage of me, and they have, but I still think it's a positive, because in a world like the one we are in now, I feel like you need people like me, or like people that are selfless. It just comes naturally to me, and I really like that about myself. I like that I don't have to put thought into it, anything. I'm such a giver. I love giving to people, putting others first. I like making people happy as well. I really like to do things that are really thoughtful for people, things that just make their day, small things, big things. That's when I feel happiest as well, when I'm making other people happy. So yeah, I think that's my favorite thing about myself. Then we've got thoughts on the influencer world. So I've kind of been in that world for a few years now, and I must say, like, I think it depends on who you associate yourself with, and like what your end goal or vision is. Like, it doesn't have to be such a negative place. Like, my idea of the influencer world is not a negative thing. I've made some good friends from this Instagram world that are genuine, like genuine friendships. Some people that I would consider like close friends, so it doesn't have to be a negative place. I know there are so many like talks about people are horrible, like people are fake, and yeah, there are fake people in this industry. There's fake people in every industry, so yeah, like some people use it as more of a strategic way to like have certain friendships because followers, like connections, which is okay, like you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think it's fair to say it's a negative thing because I don't have a negative experience with it. I actually have quite a positive. So yeah, I think it just depends on like who you surround yourself with. Same with if you're an audience or like a consumer, then like for example, my timeline is just full of things that make me happy. It's nothing that makes me upset, and I feel like if you want a positive experience on Instagram or any social media, then you are in control of kind of like what you expose yourself to. So if you don't want to see something, then just get rid of it. If you don't like someone, or if you follow someone that you really don't like, then there's no point. So just unfollow them, live your life, have a lovely time on these apps, and you'll feel so much better. Final question is, would I get plastic surgery? And the answer to this is yes. I have nothing against plastic surgery, and if at some point in the future I want to do something, I will do it. The only thing is for me, I'm just scared of the procedure, like the actual operation is what scares me, and also if I don't like what it looks like in the end. I wanted a boob job for the longest time because I really didn't feel comfortable in my own body, but I've kind of talked myself a little bit out of that. If I do want to change something in my body, I would probably try like non-invasive methods first, like ways that aren't operations, and if I still don't like it, then I would consider it. I'm not saying I want to get surgery right now. I definitely don't actually. I don't want to get surgery right now because I'm just scared. But if I get to that point, I will just do research, ask around, see what other people are saying, and yeah, like I'm not against it at all. And to add to that, I have never had surgery. I haven't done any filler, Botox, boob jobs, any surgery like that, or fillers or anything like that ever done that. My teeth is different because I just know I want to change my teeth, and I've wanted to for years, so that's why I did it. But yeah, in the future, never say never, you know. Who knows what I want to do in the future. So yeah guys, that is my hair oiled up, and those were a few questions that you asked me on Instagram the other day. I will definitely do more of these more often because life is always changing, as I said. I hope you guys got to know me a bit better, and I hope you enjoyed that quick little Q&A. I will see you again in my next video. I hope you all stay safe. Bye.